No, nothing long term. There might be a couple that we're evaluating towards the end of the week, but as of right now, nothing long term. TC Caffey, yeah.
Kellyanne Stitz.
Coach A, what has Jeremiah Smith shown you in camp to earn the opportunity to start as a freshman?
Who?
Jeremiah Smith.
Oh, geez. He's been consistent. He's been very workmanlike since he's been here. He's played strong and physical in the run game, but he's shown to be a deep threat down the field. Mature beyond his years, and he's embraced special teams when asked there. So excited to see how he looks on Saturday and start his career.
Tony Girdman.
Ryan, how has Austin Searfeld's rise in preseason gone, and how important is he, and what does he give you?
I think he's an example of somebody who had an opportunity and really stepped into that opportunity and took it and ran. It wasn't easy early on. I think the first week as he made that transition at being forced into a role with the ones and blocking Ty Hamilton and Ty Leak and some of our guys up front. But he made that adjustment quickly, and he kind of got thrown into the fire, and because of that, he became a better player for it. And that's an example for our entire staff. That, some of these guys, we got to build depth. We got to get them in the game and allow them to play. Austin's an example of that.
I'm Austin Ward,
Ryan,
the podcast.
You talked about a quarterback run game.
Yeah.
How much do you, at all, I guess, think about the level of opponent or how early it is in the year? Does it change the game plan at all? Do you scale it back early, or do you just have to go, treat it like any other one at this time?
I think if you remember what we did with Justin Fields, it's probably similar to that. There's always going to be part of the game that, Will and all of the quarterbacks can make an impact with their feet. How we design that, we'll determine that on a week-to-week basis based on our opponent, schematics, situation in the game, where we are, down in distance, red zone. There'll be a lot of things that come into play, but the quarterbacks can have an effect with their feet, even in the passing game, scrambling, those type of things. So there's a lot that comes with that part of it, but on a week-to-week basis, we'll tailor it based on the opponent.
Andy Andrews, over to your left, Coach.
Ryan, tight ends, where do you think stand? Is G expected to start on Saturday, and is Jelani going to mix in pretty evenly with him? Yeah,
we are going to try to roll the tight ends the best we can. We think that they all deserve to play. I think they've built some depth in that room. Excited to see how they play on Saturday, but we expect those guys to play. There'll be multiple groupings going in the game as well, so they'll all have their opportunity, and it's just to start on Saturday. But again, another group that has come on in the preseason. Now it's time to go put it on the field.
Spencer Holbrook.
Ryan, did you guys make decisions on punt returner and kick returner for Saturday?
Yeah, we did. JB is going to take the first kickoff return, and Carnell is also going to be right there. Those are our two guys there. We're a little bit by committee in the back end on punt returning. Brandon Ennis is there, Mecca's there. We have a few guys back there we can use. I think you'll see a couple of them there. But in terms of kickoff return, Jaden Ballard will do the first kickoff. We'll go from there.
Bill Rabinowitz.
Brian, this is the first time I think in your tenure that you're not playing a marquee non-conference opponent. You've got 3 games. You're going to be prohibitive favorites. You've got a very talented team. Is there a part of you would like to maybe have them be challenged more early, or how are you going to manage this? Because you're a realist.
Well, again, it's coach speak for a reason, but it's true. It's about our standard, and what is our standard? We want everybody to grade out over 80%. You've heard us talk about that, champions, and that's a big part of it, and then be the hardest playing team in the country. So if it's truly not about our opponent, and we really embrace that, then it shouldn't matter. We have to respect everybody we play against. We have to respect the game. We have to respect the fact that we only have 12 Saturdays in the regular season every year. These are precious opportunities. For all the work that goes in, to think that, a game would be undervalued. That's not even on anybody's radar right now. We have a certain standard that we have to play with. We want to come into this game and set the tone for the season. That's our goal. And then we come in on Sunday and figure out what's right. But every season is different. This season is what it is, but that doesn't change our approach into the first game. Other than, you just have a different group of guys out there, and I think with this group, we do have some experienced guys that have played a lot of football, but we also have some guys we're excited to see on the field. You got guys like Will Howard and Caleb Downs and Quinchon Junkins and some guys that we haven't seen, Will Kazmarek. So I think we're all excited to see what those guys look like in a game and see how they gel with the team.
Over to the right, Stephen Means.
Ryan, I don't know if you'd have an option of the options if they had enough, but with Emeka specifically, a guy that I'm not sure we were expecting to be here more than 3 years, and now he's taking over a room where he's purely the old guy in the room. How do you see him grow as a leader in a way that's making a captain? How do you think this offense with Chip Kelly is being put in maybe situate what he was?
I don't think anybody forgot about what a great player Emeka is, but seeing him out there healthy is just so exciting and so energetic for our entire offense. It just is. I mean, he's a warrior. He's a great player. And so not only do people feel his play out there, but they also feel his maturity. He's been like that since he's got here, though. This is not one of those things where he just matured over the last couple of years. He came in a grown man, and he's continued to have an impact on the entire team. And nobody was more frustrated than him last year not being able to be 100%. So it was great to see him elected a captain, especially, we had a lot of guys that could have been captain, but great to see him elected captain by his peers. And I know he's excited to be 100% going in on Saturday and start the season off the right way.
Tim May.
It's 3 days till the opener. I'm just wondering, you've heard of buyer's remorse. I'm wondering if you're having hirer's remorse. I'm still important Chip Kelly, you know what I mean? It's 3 days. He's going to be calling the plays. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Are you still getting used to that in your brain? And how different is that going to be for you?
I'm excited. It's again, we got a long way to go, and there's a lot of storms coming, and nothing's going to be easy. It just isn't. It's just the way the game of football is. But I do like the way the offensive staff has come together. I like the way they're working together. Chip has been great with the staff. He's got ideas. He's got a different perspective. Things are going to look a little different, but he's also embraced who we are as an offense and what we do. I think Brian Hartline has been unbelievable just in the day-to-day and what he brings, and Justin Fry, and he and Tim Drevno, they've done a nice job working together. Keenan Bailey, Carlos Laughlin. I mean, I think it's a good group together. I think we all worked well together, but it's going to be a long road, so that chemistry is going to be very important. But on the defensive side, again, I feel that same chemistry. I think the staff is strong right now, and it has to be, because we're in for a long road here.
Last question, Cameron Teague Robinson.
Ryan, kind of off that. I know we talked a lot about what it's going to look like for play calling, but just going through that first fall camp, and you're not as hands-on with the play calling. How different was that for you, and what did you learn about yourself as a coach that you hadn't in the previous fall?
It does allow you to step back and just perceive things differently. You just notice things different. You're able to put your arm around some players and have a conversation with them. Much more involved in special teams, which has been exciting. And that allows me to coach some of the guys on defense. I think the guys feel that part of it. Being able to sit in on other meetings has been good, even if I don't have a lot of input, just to be in the room and give a little feedback here and there, even on the defensive side, to say, here's how the offense is approaching this. This is that perspective. So that's been great. A little bit more time to myself, where I can get my thoughts together on how I want to message the team and areas that I want to make sure I'm challenging the staff with in the staff meetings. So I think all that's allowed me to do that, which and I think it's helped the team out. I think it's helped the culture out. I think the coaches feel good about that part of it. But Chip has been great, and there's a lot of input from everybody on that staff together. I think that's what makes Chip a great coach. Is he trusts his staff and the guys that are around him, but he also is firm when he believes in something.
Great, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Yep.
Thanks, Ryan.
No problem. See you guys.